All right, this is our ride. So, we just took a shot and the goalie saved it. What we need to do is cover downfield and upfield. All right, so what we're going to do, goalie has the ball. Attackman is going to jump the goalie. All right, don't stand too close so he can hit you with his throw. Right, but you need to stand back and try to pick off a pass. The other two attackmen are going to kind of drop back to, I don't know, maybe the box line. All right. Our midfielders are splitting the guys downfield. At this age group, we don't mind if they try to throw a super long pass. Hopefully it goes out of bounds. All right. And hopefully, because we leave these guys wide open, hopefully their goalie sees that and just dumps it out right away. That's what we're going for. We want one of these bottom defenders to get the ball. So say the goalie does what we want him to do. He passes it over to this defender. Now, this is where our ride really starts. This attackman jumps the ball, right? So this attackman was here. He jumps the ball. So he is coming down here and jumping the ball. This attack stays on goalie. If the goalie comes out the back of the cage, this attack needs to come around and stay on the goalie. We want to force this defender to throw the ball the whole way over the goal. Theoretically, at this age, that's going to be a really hard pass for them to make. And if they miss it, hopefully it goes out of bounds. All right? When this happens, when this attackman jumps the ball, this attackman needs to drop downfield, cover the closest defender. This midi shifting over, this midi shifting over, this midi is shifting over to this LSM. All right, so now we have a man-on-man situation. We're covering everybody downfield. The only person we're leaving open is this defender. Now let's say they make an overpass. This defender passes the whole way over. They actually complete it. All right, we'll give them credit for that. This attackman has to come the whole way down to cover the ball. This midi has to slide to the closest defender, closest midi, closest midi. We leave this LSM open until this attackman can retreat and get on that ball. If they can make a pass the whole way from this defender to this guy way up here near the box, kudos to them. We'll give them a clear. But we want to force them to make the hardest passes possible on the field. The longest, all right, and the hardest passes possible where there's a potential for them throwing the ball out of bounds. All right, so that is our ride. All right, again, when we set this up, one attackman on the goalie, no attackman on these bottom defenders until they get the ball. Then we jump them. Farthest attackman from the ball drops to cover the closest midfield defender, and then we have man-on-man up top. All right, that's our ride.